Well, good first frosty fall morning from Grace Christian School in beautiful downtown historic Stanton, Virginia. I've got a little thing I want to show you here that showed up in Science News this week, and that is cosmic rays raid the Milky Way galaxy. Ultra high energy particles come from other galaxies. You see, they used to think that all these ultra high energy particles, and by ultra high, they mean many million times as high as the energies of the protons in the Large Hadron Collider at CERN, the CERN research facility outside of Geneva, Switzerland. uh, Really high energy particles. They used to think maybe it was coming from an SMBH, a supermassive black hole at the center of the Milky Way galaxy, but turns out that the detectors, and this is very difficult to detect, have shown it's coming from somewhere else. They had 1,600 tubs of ultra pure water arranged over 3,000 square kilometers. What they have to do is detect spin-off particles from these super high energy particles hitting our atmosphere, and the spin-off particles can then give you a hint as to where the real big particles came from, and then trying to figure out where they did come from. They didn't come from the center of our galaxy. It says they're slightly, there you go, from a direction about 125 degrees away from the center of our galaxy from our perspective. And so these rays might be produced somewhere else. And it says the first experiment that will establish where these particles are coming from, the most energetic particles in the universe, will get a Nobel Prize. You know what? Dr. D. Russell Humphrey's white hole cosmology theory on the origin of the universe is a very popular creationist model that's very biblical. And according to him, according to the Bible, God stretched the heavens to make them. And according to Dr. Humphreys, that center point of the stretching is not exactly where we are here on Earth, but somewhere off a little bit. Maybe it's that other little group of galaxies near us is where the center of the stretching is coming from. I've just got a suspicion that these super high energy particles might be coming from the center of the stretching of the universe. Dr. Humphreys, using his model, was right about the pioneer anomaly. Go ahead and look that up and Google it. He's got an answer to that, and nobody else does. NASA keeps trying to throw up little answers, but none of them have worked. There's always been a reason why it can't work. But if you also take a look at Dr. Humphrey's record on predicting the magnetic field strengths of the planets Uranus and Neptune before the probes got there, and the decay of Mercury's magnetic field since the 1970s to 2011. He has a pretty good record of his models predicting the truth. And I'm just watching, and as all scientists should, the data coming in may yet vindicate Dr. Humphreys in white hole cosmology again, because the pioneer anomaly answer he gave certainly has, and the Hubble constant certainly has. So we're just keeping on watching these kinds of developments. Only with a creationist eye will we see it as our model rather than the Big Bang model, which is failing constantly with every new discovery. You keep thinking. God bless, Dr. J.